patient has lost 80 pounds. So she's come all the way from Tennessee to have a total body lift that we're gonna do in 2 stages. Today we're gonna do her first stage, and then she plans to come back next year for her lower body lift. In 2005, our patient presented to a plastic surgeon, a well-respected plastic surgeon, to get rid of this axillary fullness. And at that time, that plastic surgeon said, I can't do this surgery for you. Unfortunately, she ended up going to somebody who does really nice breast augmentations, and I happen to know that doctor, and he's not a plastic surgeon, he's actually a cosmetic surgeon, and he had the audacity to go and cut her up and create these gnarly deformities, and I mean, there is no word, and it makes me so angry thinking that he's cut her all the way on her breast and violated the breast, aesthetic unit, and left her with these gnarly, thickened, widened scars. Today we'll be doing an L-brachioplasty. My aim is to remove as much of the scar. Can I chase the scar on her breast? Yes, I can, but then I will be owning these problems. And to be honest with you, I don't want to cut her on her breast. I want to try to improve these in due course with fat transfer and so forth. So I'm going to follow my standard incisions with slight modification to remove as much of the previous scar as possible for her. It's going to be a major improvement. And then we're going to be doing an internal dermal bra, breast lift, breast reshaping, creation of breast cleavage, over correction of her breasts using an internal dermal bra for her. So this is not a mesh, this is part of her own breast tissue that we're going to use as a hammock to create and shape and elevate her breasts. This breast is slightly bigger than this one, so we may end up doing a minor amount of fat transfer. I can't do major fat transfer because if you have a comprehensive breast lift and fat transfer at the same time, you're essentially wasting your money because the fat doesn't take and a lot of it will actually die. So you're essentially wasting your money. Coming to her lower half, we're also gonna do her thigh reduction. She will need a thigh lift, which will come with her lower body lift, but the thigh reduction will go after this, will make her thighs smaller in preparation for her thigh lift. And that way we can accomplish a comprehensive total body lift in 2 stages. When you do these big surgeries, a lot of people fixate on the incision. These incisions continue to improve. What I show you on the operating room table is what you see immediately after surgery. They are wavy, they are elevated, they are everted by design so that the scar continues to get thinner and thinner. A lot of them are not what you will see. Most plastic surgeons don't even show you their incisions after surgery. It's always taped up. But we do, and it continues to get better and better and better. But the amount of contour correction is irrefutable. We are now finished with our surgery, and just look at what we've been able to accomplish in about 8 hours of work. We started with breasts that were down here with her inframammary fold here, and performed a breast repositioning procedure by the virtue of which we elevated her inframammary fold from here to here, repositioned her breasts higher on her chest, and then lifted them up from that position. I performed our internal dermal bra breast lift and breast reshaping procedure using her own breast tissue to create a hammock with, and reshaping the breast much higher on her chest, creating a breast mound, suturing the breast mound to her chest, elevating the whole thing and doing an overcorrection. This is her clavicle, so you can see how high the breasts are placed. You all know these breasts will continue to settle, and within 3 months will end up where we need to be. This incision here is from her previous surgery. I performed an L-brachioplasty, cutting all of the excess tissue of her arm, removing some of that hideous old incision that someone had placed on her, lifted her armpit, and obviously did the same thing on the other side. We also tightened her outer chest as you can appreciate, on both sides. And then coming to her thighs, I performed a thigh reduction surgery, removing about 5 to 6 inches of inner thigh skin from both sides through very symmetrically placed incisions. So now her thighs are circumferentially tighter. They're not lifted yet, but they are smaller.